basically now we are looking at this the Usman Sagar, the Himayath Sagar, the Mrugwani Park here, and we are looking at actually the Musi Nadi, which is flowing like those, and these are the Anantagiri hills, and from here you can see the Himayath Sagar's EC Nadi also, which both join it Bapu Ghat. Now, the other issue that there are many issues to take up here actually, but now we are again after having looked up to this issue where the Shankarpalli road other side of the reservoir is being leveled. We are now looking at the Kotawalguda Eco Park. Very serious violation, a serious threat to a serious threat to the Himayath Sagar, to the Himayath Sagar, to the Usman Sagar, to this entire ecosystem. There is a great threat due to this Kotawalguda Eco Park, as I'll show you in a little bit of greater detail. So this is the Himayath Sagar reservoir. This is the flood mechanism. And this is the EC Nadi flowing down and joining the Musi Nadi, which is here at Bapu Ghat. This is just for reference. Now we come back to our focus area. So this is the flood mechanism with this dam, and with this dam on the Usman Sagar. These are two dams, and this is the Musi Nadi. This is the Mrugwani Park, and we are back to our Kotawalguda area. So this is the flood mechanism which is controlling since 100 years and 104 years. It is controlling it is ensuring that there is no flood in the city, the devastating floods that we had in 1908. And then it is also providing drinking water. It is able to provide drinking water for the past century, a little more than a century. Now this Kotawalguda Park, the issue is that the Himayath Sagar FTL boundaries have till now not been given in the public domain. And studies that have been undertaken, it is told that more than 45% to 50% is already encroached. There has been no maintenance of desilting for these reservoirs, both the twin reservoirs, done till now. So that means the holding capacity of the reservoirs is seriously compromised. But then there is somebody managing over this, and that's the Water Board, Government of Telangana. But that's not being done, and on the contrary, even before the reservoir gets filled up, the gates are being opened even on the slightest rain. So, and we have actually seen many BT roads. We had traveled here, we had seen the BT roads and laid inside the FTL. We had seen frothy waters. So we are witness to all that very recently when we surveyed both the reservoirs. And this reservoir, this eco park is hardly 300 meters away from this line, away from the water that is evident here. So, so this is not a place where you can actually come up with any other constructions, and it is a prohibited area. Even if we take, given that there is no demarcation right now, even if we take that this is the demarcation and this is the downstream area, even if we take it that in that manner, this is very much within 300 meters, and up to 500 meters there is got to be no construction at all. So in that way, that's the very serious violation. That means you are actually inside the Himayath Sagar reservoir, that you're doing all your vanities now. Given all the other violations which our friends from the Society Animal Institute will also highlight to you, including Sri Divya. So this is something concerning the entire ecosystem. It should not be coming here, and it's a serious concern for all of us who are trying to conserve the reservoirs, improve the reservoirs, and then conserve the entire catchment area that I just showed to you all, the 1,32,000 acres of the 84 villages. We want to conserve them for now and for posterity. So this is the dangerous point here, and I do not know the permissions, because Geo triple one is very much there, and because Geo triple one, government itself told in the High Court that Geo triple one is not repealed and all the prohibitions stay. So here you go, the government is violating itself what it told and what it undertook in the Supreme Court in 2000. So it's each one of us is responsibility to see that the Kotawalguda Marine and Aviary Park both do not come up here. This is not the right place, and that's not a way for people to be, entertained. Not at the cost of the freedom and the life of our cohabitants, the our IV friends and our other eco biodiversity, our friends, our cohabitants. So this is how we are trying to highlight through this, and if we want to look at this to show you to show in a little greater detail about this area, to just collectively will let us navigate, historically also navigate. You will see in 2020, when it was the flood year. You can see the water on an equal on either sides of the road, see, go up till here, you will see the water you will see all the water that is this, because of these contour changes due to their viewpoints and exotic parks and all that. Otherwise the water easily expands up to here. I mean, it keeps claiming its space, see here the water you can find either. Now also, because 2020 is a flood year, I am going through that, and also you can look at 2021 also, it was a flood year. You can see water right up to here of the reservoir. You can see water. This is actually I think the Badwell area, where recently the government auctioned some lands. So you can see that the actually this road also was not a very well planned one. There should be proper bridges, and we will also look into the 2016 year, because that was also a flood year. So 2017, yes, you are seeing everything. 2016 was also a flood year. You are seeing this is consistently being shown up, and you are seeing water everywhere. 2016 was also a flood year. Okay, we are focusing on this area actually and trying to see once again into this area. So that's how we are trying to tell. See, you can easily see the water patches on either side. 2015, all these are, I am taking up this rainy area, rainy periods. Okay, see, you can see the water here, right here, and that's how when the soon as you see the reservoir or any lake or river in a dry spell, it doesn't mean that it is not the reservoir. Yeah, they are dynamic things, dynamic bodies, and water bodies will show up their foreshores and their lake beds at their time, and sometimes they are full to their maximum water spreads. So these are the cases to be taken, because we are dependent on them. It's not the other way around, and that's it. I'm just trying to see till what extent we can go. Yeah, so this is 2011 is the main one. All viewpoints coming up. People want to view it by disturbing, not by the nature, but against after attacking nature, they want to do their things. So these are all the constructions that have come up, and the landfills, and the number of roads by changing the contours so that the water doesn't come there. So this is how it is. And now each one of us, with full responsibility, we want to ensure that both the reservoirs are preserved, and including its catchment area, right from Anantagiri Hills till the reservoirs, and further down we want to conserve our river Musi Nadi.